Welcome back to Grammar Grade 6. This is Unit 2, Lesson 11. Today we're learning about possessive nouns, the words that show ownership. Whose backpack is that? Whose turn is it? Whenever one thing belongs to another, we reach for a possessive noun, and there's a little apostrophe that does all the work. By the end, you'll know exactly where that apostrophe goes every single time. Let's dive in. So, what is a possessive noun? It's a noun that shows ownership, that something belongs to it. Look at this. The dog's leash. That little mark tells you the leash belongs to the dog. Without it, we just have a dog and a leash sitting side by side. With it, we're saying the dog owns the leash. That apostrophe is the ownership signal, and learning where it goes is the whole lesson. There are 3 cases, and each one has its own move. Case 1, a singular noun, just one owner, add an apostrophe and an S. Case 2, a plural noun that already ends in S, add only an apostrophe. Case 3, a plural noun that does not end in S, add an apostrophe and an S. It sounds like a lot, but really you only ask 2 questions. Who owns it, and does that word already end in S? Answer those, and the apostrophe falls right into place. Let's take them one at a time. Case 1, the singular noun. When just one person or thing owns something, you add an apostrophe and an S. Maria's bike. The bike that belongs to Maria. The cat's whiskers. The whiskers of one cat. And here's a fun one. Even when a name already ends in S, like James, you still add apostrophe S. James's soccer cleats. One owner, one apostrophe, one extra S. That's case 1. Case 2 is where it changes. Now we have a plural noun, more than one owner, and it already ends in S. When the S is already there, you don't pile on another one. You just add an apostrophe after it. The dog's leashes. Leashes belonging to several dogs. The girls' team. A team belonging to the girls. My friends' houses. Houses belonging to my friends. The word already ends in S, so all it needs is that apostrophe on the end. That's case 2. Case 3 is the tricky-looking one, but it's actually friendly. Some plurals don't end in S at all. Think of children, men, and mice. These are already plural, but there's no S on the end. So when you make them possessive, you go back to adding an apostrophe and an S, just like case 1. The children's toys. The men's room. The mice's tiny tracks. No S yet? Then treat it like a singular and add apostrophe S. That's case 3. Now a warning, because this trap catches a lot of people. An apostrophe means ownership, not just more than one. If you simply have 2 dogs playing in the yard, that's a plain plural, and it takes no apostrophe at all. 2 dogs, D-O-G-S, no mark. Writing 2 dogs with an apostrophe would be wrong, because nobody owns anything there. So before you add an apostrophe, ask yourself, is something being owned? If it's just more than one, leave the apostrophe out. Let's boil the whole thing into a quick check you can run on any noun. Question 1. Is something actually being owned? If not, it's just a plural, so no apostrophe. Question 2. If there is ownership, does the owner already end in S? If yes, add only an apostrophe. If no, add an apostrophe and an S. Own it, end in S, answer those 2, and you're done. Ready to try a few together? In this first set, I'll give you a noun and what it owns, and you pick the correct possessive form. Ask yourself the 2 questions. Is it singular or plural, and does it end in S? Pause the video and try each one before I give the answer. The backpack that belongs to one boy. There's just one boy, so this is singular. For a singular noun, we add an apostrophe and an S. The boy's backpack. So the answer is the boy's backpack. The cage that belongs to several hamsters. Now we have more than one hamster, so it's plural, and hamsters already ends in S. When it already ends in S, we add only an apostrophe. The hamster's cage. So the answer is the hamster's cage. The coats that belong to the children. Children is already plural, but look, it does not end in S. So we go back to adding an apostrophe and an S, just like a singular. The children's coats. So the answer is the children's coats. Here's set 2. Same idea, but watch out. One of these is a trap where nothing is actually owned. Read carefully and decide whether you even need an apostrophe. Pause and try each one first. The glove that belongs to Chris. Chris is one person, so it's singular, even though the name ends in S. A singular noun gets an apostrophe and an S. Chris's glove. So the answer is Chris's glove. 3 kittens napping. Just more than one. Careful, this is the trap. Nobody owns anything here. We simply have more than one kitten. A plain plural takes no apostrophe at all. 3 kittens. Kittens. And that's it. So the answer is 3 kittens. The locker room for the women on the team. Women is plural, but it does not end in S. So we add an apostrophe and an S, just like case 3. The women's locker room. So the answer is the women's locker room. Let's wrap up. A possessive noun shows ownership, and the apostrophe is the signal. For a singular noun, add an apostrophe and an S, like the dog's leash or James's book. For a plural that already ends in S, add just an apostrophe, like the girls' team. And for a plural with no S, add an apostrophe and an S, like the children's toys. Just remember, a plain plural, only more than one, gets no apostrophe at all. Own it, then check for that S, and you'll get it right every time. Great work today. I'll see you in the next lesson.